Trucker versus Virginia State Police after the show. And I know it's been just about a year since I put that video up, and I know that it has not went viral, but it's had a pretty good run. And the comments on it are unbelievable. About 30% of you think I'm a total idiot, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. 50% of you think, yay, we won one. You know, we got one over on the man. And true, we did. I did. And then the other, you know, what the last 20% just resort to name calling and slandering and blah 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 blah, which is fine. You know, I put it up there for everybody to see, and I wasn't trying to get I wasn't trying to one up the police. You know, they're doing their job, I'm doing my job, and the whole point of the video is I got over on them once, and I've gotten enough tickets in Virginia. I've paid my dues. And I find it funny that people start going, oh, if you wouldn't do 90 miles an hour, or if you wouldn't do this or you wouldn't do that. The only reason I was pulled over that day was because they detected my radar detector, which they had a legitimate case to pull me over. You know, both officers were nice. You know, they were very professional, and I appreciated not getting a ticket. And what I did that day, and a lot of people criticize me for saying, you know, they'll say things like, oh, if you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't do that, you know it's illegal, and, you know, that's why you truckers are unsafe. Well, I wasn't speeding, I wasn't breaking any laws at that particular moment in time, and what I did is no different than when anybody else gets pulled over for speeding or running a red light or whatever, and the first thing out of their mouth was, I didn't do that. Well, you know, it's no different. I wasn't pulled over for some major infraction. You know, I didn't run over 20 people and their families. You know, I got pulled over because this radar detector picked up something. And yeah, I left very specific details of where certain components of the system should have been. And I'm well aware that Virginia State Police watched the video, and, you know, there's nothing in the video stating that, yeah, what I am posting is or is not accurate. They didn't find anything. They searched my truck thoroughly. As far as I'm concerned, I had no contraband. So, I just want everybody to know I'm being a good sport about it. Some of the comments kind of, you know, cut a little deep, but, you know, I'm a big boy. I put the video up there for everybody to judge, and you all judged it. That's about all I got to say about it. But I will show everybody that everything that I stated in that video does not exist in this truck. Now, whether it did or did not at one time or another, well, that's for everybody else to judge. But I will point out where, you know, certain things inside the truck should or should not have been, and they're no longer there. And everybody can relax and rest easy at night, because the idiot trucker who does 90 miles an hour running over your families and fuck the police and all this and that does not exist. I'm very respectful to the police. I'm not always in agreement with what they get me for or pull me over for, but, you know, that's just part of the game. You know, it's part of what I do. It's part of my job. It's part of their job. Some are nice, some are not nice. Some days I'm nice, some days I'm not nice. So, you know, it's tit for tat. No big deal. So, anyway, Now for the grand tour of the truck. When officer asked what all I had in the truck, I explained to him I had the laptop, the iPad, GPS, my Wi-Fi up in there, my linear, my CV, that little contraption in there, my Bluetooth, and then I said, "Oh well, officer, the switch is located next to my right knee." Well, there's my right knee. Here's my steering column. I guess I better get a little bit of light or you all never see it. And right there where the light is where said switch was located. Well, as you can see, there's no switch there. And there's nothing in here to indicate a radar detector. There is no radar detector. And that's about it. And as you see, no contraband on the front of the truck either. Just an easy pass. Had I had a radar detector, a K40 model, the switch, like I said, would have been located right there. And right there where that piece of stainless is, might, quote unquote, have been the power switch that would have operated such said unit. So there's nothing in here incriminating, and everybody can rest easy. And just to show you I'm a good sport about Virginia State Police, I will leave you all with their definition of to serve and protect.